Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. Today, we're going to solve Wordle number 702 for Monday, May 22nd. The current score for the Guys versus Girls Challenge as of May 19th is Guys 5, Girls 14. And as I always say, please stick around because as soon as I'm done with my solve, we will find out who won the contest for the word flask. And we will find out, are the guys going to close the gap, or are the girls within 1 day's win of declaring victory overall? Because the first to hit 16 will be the winner. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see what Art will be putting in for today's Wordle. We do that based off of our little random wheel here with all sorts of nice men and women related words. We're going to go with norms, okay? And that was based off of gender norms that a kind member provided for me. So let's remove that from the wheel. That is a pretty solid word. And we got an O out of position. Slate obviously doesn't make as much sense today. It worked out beautifully the other day when we had curvy. Okay. Alrighty. So what are we going to do today, right, guys? Norms with an O out of position. What are we going to do? Just so many options. Well, let's ask ourselves, what kind of words could we have? What kind of words are we looking at? And then that, will help us determine what types of letters we should create for making our next guess. Let's at least get one, word under our belt. So O and not in second position is actually pretty helpful. So, lots of words have O second. So if it's third, then it could be like a consonant type thing. Flown doesn't quite work. Now, float would be very tempting, wouldn't it? But of course, we have that. Art has embedded in his mind an image of a cute little dog floating in a pool. So we don't want to do float. I mean, it's still a great guess, but we don't really want to guess on a word that we have already got, right? On the other hand, bloat we have not had, and that would sort of be an option. Bloat. As well as, okay, we have had gloat. Now, we did, of course, just have brash yesterday. But I think positioning the O is kind of important, and bloat is a completely reasonable word. So I'm going to go with bloat. All right, so we introduced the L, and we didn't pin down the location for the O, sadly. All right, and we did at least get rid of the A and the T. Now, we could consider it beginning with O. I can't remember when was the last O word we had. I mean, the only one that comes to mind was opera, which we had ages ago. Ages. So let's try O first. I mean, this does work. Oh, no, it doesn't. That would be a reasonable guess. Something that's ovoid is like egg-shaped, but we don't want the O third. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the O is not a very common first letter, so I'm gonna kind of tiptoe around that. I just don't really see anything too outstanding, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't really see anything looking too good there. No, and I was almost saw opium, but we don't have the M. So let's go maybe something more like this, right? I mean, of course, it could end in O. I mean, there's a few words ending in O, but this probably is a little bit better. But then, what on earth would this be? Um, Interesting word today, huh, guys? Interesting word. Um, Interesting word. Oh, now, whoa. Now this would be a good one. Now, what's interesting about this, first, we haven't had igloo. All the letters are lined up perfectly. We will be guaranteed to get the location for our O, won't we, guys? I mean, that is a physical guarantee, because if it doesn't appear in the last two spots, then we have a word beginning with O. So let's give igloo a shot. Woo-hoo! Yes! Oh, man, we are doing good, guys. We are doing good. Oh, I mean, again, I'm not going to go through Squirtle to see how darn good that was, but I have a feeling that that was pretty damn close to spectacular. Guys, you have to admit, we're all in the company of amazing Wordle solvers. I mean, a number of you are without doubt the best on the planet. In fact, I would argue that pretty much all of Art's viewers are the best on the planet. But you have to admit, this punk himself is not that bad, right? I mean, when I'm on, and I am definitely feeling pretty much back to 100%. I was able to rid myself of that nasty cold and sore throat, which was really bogging me down. And I think getting igloo in 3 is absolutely phenomenal. Yes, I do think that was fantastic. I do indeed. Now, we have some news, guys. We have some news. Enough gloating. Because we have to update folks on the guys versus girls challenge. So let's go ahead and get rid of this and inform all of our viewers how things are shaping up. Well, the word in question, of course, is the word flask, which was offered on May 20th. And I am happy to announce that it was the girls who took a hit. Sorry to say, girls, but we guys could use every point we can get. After all, we're down by 9. But we closed the gap because let's start with the women. Of the 14 female contestants participating in the Flask Challenge, they averaged a 3.93. Again, super solid. Flask is kind of a tricky word. And the men, of whom we had 25, averaged a 3.64. That's about a 0.3 differential. That's what I call a very healthy victory. And so, yes, guess what? As of May 20th, the score has narrowed just a tiny bit. Guys are at 6, girls are at 14. And so I'm telling you, we are going to fight, aren't we? So, girls, all I can do is remind you, you just have to win 2 in a row and you have this thing locked up. But we guys are definitely making, a little bit of noise, aren't we? So good job, guys. And of course, yes, I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet another edition of Wordle with Art.